let's get into it then. I've got the Times' brilliant predictor, which you can play online or on your mobile app. I've got it up now. So let's map out and work out who we get to the final. I know the answer already, by the way, but I'm not going to reveal it. Because actually, once you start playing it out, it is quite obvious. But we've got some really exciting...
Unexpected things do happen, Tom.
They do, but I bet you're going to agree with me in a minute. But anyway, we will see. Starting tonight, Brazil-Japan. What a great game this could be, and fascinating. Japan have been brilliant. Lots of people quite rightly praising them. Brazil, I am fascinated to see which Brazil turn up tonight, because I think in that group, we discussed it. They played in first gear against Haiti and Scotland. Morocco was a difficult game. You felt like Ancelotti was still working out his best team. Is it all coming together? Brazil, Japan. Thoughts?
I think I'm not convinced by Brazil yet.
Right.
Like I agree with you. It feels like they've just done what they had to do. The Morocco game, certainly the first half, was pretty chastening. And I don't feel like they have quite the right kind of balance in midfield. Enough legs in midfield. They're remarkably passive without the ball. But that's clearly a tactic. It's a ploy. Carlo Ancelotti is saying, you don't have to go and hound and harry and win the ball back. Just sit off. And when we win it back, then we'll go. They're kind of playing counter-attacking football a lot of the time. But Japan are a good team. And Japan beat them in October in a friendly. And I think some of their patterns and Maeda's goal against Sweden was one of the best moves
goal
of the tournament.
Beautiful.
Great, playing a little turn inside, bounce pass, and an incisive pass into Maeda's feet. I like Uedi, the Feyenoord striker as well.
Yeah.
Got a lot of players we know, Tanaka, Kamada, Tomiyasu's at Ajax now. I think I wouldn't be that surprised if Japan won.
No, I mean, watching Ryan play right side for Brazil and Cunha's position has sort of changed and got into the team, and you got Vinicius Junior. There's danger there. They're all terrific players. I do feel when I watch Brazil, they're not. If you'd have said to me 20 years ago, or all of us, like Japan playing Brazil in this stage of the competition, it's just a slam dunk, isn't it? It's going to be Brazil. It's not that. Japan are a team. And that's their biggest quality, that everybody is committed to every position on the pitch, defensively, midfield and attack-wise. And that's the intriguing thing, because a lot of people are going to watch this and think, they got a chance, Japan. They really have.
It's going to be really tight. It comes down to then, we've got to pick one. There's part of me that's thinking, keep looking at it and go, Japan, say Japan. But there's something that says Brazil in your head the whole time. When they've got Vinicius, when they've got him, he's looked electric, even in like first gear, in my opinion, in this tournament. I think he looks like he could be absolutely...
He's on 4 goals already, Tom, hasn't he?
I think Cunha looks good. I think they found a good role for him and Vinicius. I agree with you about midfield, but at the same time, Bruno Guimaraes is a top-level midfielder. And I think we've not seen anything out of the fact they've got 2 of the best centre-backs.
But Gregor's right with legs.
Marquinhos.
They haven't got a lot of legs in their midfield.
Who are we going? I'm just leaning towards Brazil, and I'm not quite sure why, because everything else says to me Japan, but come on, I'll happily go with the group.
I'll go Brazil, but I think it will be by sort of extra time penalties.
Yeah, I would say Japan. I think clearly you're right. They have match winners. Cunha's been really important for them, and Vinicius is Vinicius. But I think Japan look like a real team.
Right, let's go Japan. It's more fun if we go Japan. I'll go Japan. I'll regret it. Germany, Paraguay. I mentioned this game in our World Cup newsletter today. I think a lot of people will be looking at this and looking at the stats from the groups and thinking this is a slam dunk for Germany. They have got a fight on their hands in this game. Paraguay are scrappers. Yeah. If there's dishing out of random awards for this World Cup, scrappers of the tournament are Paraguay.
Absolutely.
I mean, they got through, I mentioned it already, Almiron sending off and things, but they were brilliant, so tenacious in that 1-0 win against Turkey. They scrapped and fought and gamesmanship and rolling around and absolutely everything for 45 minutes. And it ain't pretty, but it's what you've got to do. And this Germany team are fascinating me. Konstantin Eckner's written a piece on the website about, he wrote a piece beforehand. I asked him, write a piece, how good are Germany? And I commissioned him again at the end of the group stage to say, we still don't know the answer to this question, do we? How good are Germany? Neuer looks a weak spot, but they've got some talented players like Musiala, but if they don't scrap in this game and Paraguay get a goal, maybe.
I'm going to go for Paraguay.
Really?
I'm going to go for them on the. I mean, also their goalkeeper's been, which is you could say that's not a good thing, but I thought he's done really. Orlando Gill is their goalkeeper, and I thought he's had a really good tournament. 6'6". Really, one of them great shot stoppers.
Yeah.
And I just think that there's something about Paraguay. I go back to World Cup '98, and I was saying to Gregor beforehand, there's something about the Paraguayans in World Cups that if you ask any French player who won the World Cup that year in '98, the hardest match they played, they'd say Paraguay. Because they played 10 men against France for nearly 80 minutes. That's without extra time. Yeah. And France beat them in extra time in Laurent Blanc scoring. Now, okay, that's a long time ago, but there's something in their DNA that what you just said, that scrapping, fighting for everything, I don't think the Germans are that good.
They scored in the second minute against Turkey.
Yeah.
There's a long time to hold on to that lead.
Yeah. And the thing is, then when they scored, you could see them just going, that's enough. That's fine. Yeah. We can lock this down.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Germany will get through, Gregor.
Yeah, no, I totally take on board everything you're saying, but I would go with Germany still. Like, I don't think there's a great atmosphere in the camp. Like, and Konstantin's mentioned that in his piece too. And Nagelsmann's kind of looked a bit spiky, and some of his decisions are being questioned now, particularly Neuer. They don't have a kind of great chemistry in attack yet either. Like, Sané's kind of
flirting in and out.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's certainly not at his peak. Undav, he seems reluctant to start despite him coming on and scoring goals. And Musiala and Wirtz are flattering to deceive a bit. So they don't look like a coherent side, but I don't know. I still feel like they'll manage to get through this.
Well, we'll just go Germany because it only gets tougher to predict. Netherlands, Morocco. Tone?
Morocco.
Gregor?
It's tough.
It's tough, isn't it?
It is a tough one.
It's
one of the toughest.
The opening 4 games in terms of order of time and when they're coming, because we'll come on to Ivory Coast, Norway in a minute. I think that's the most difficult to predict. But Gregor, Netherlands, Morocco? I think Morocco.
This could be to penalties.
Really?
I've been impressed with the Netherlands. I think what's interesting is they've played a lot. They've been great on the flanks.
Yeah.
Like a lot of direct kind of old-fashioned wing play, and Morocco's fullbacks are Mazraoui's playing on the left and often drifts inside as a midfielder, and Hakimi who plays like a number 10.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an interesting dynamic. Their biggest threat is going to be almost trying to keep them pinned back in. So,
and as well,
I'll go for Netherlands.
Yeah. Gosh,
no,
it's tough.
So do we need to do a team one?
I think Morocco have that dynamism that we just talked about with Paraguay, but also have real quality.
Yeah, I think I'm just leaning Morocco, partly because I want it to happen.
Okay,
as well.
go Morocco.
I think, but I agree with you about Netherlands because also Morocco striker, his name escapes me just at the minute, but I mean, big, brilliant, strong.
Saibari.
He's coming up against, Saibari. He's been fantastic.
Yeah.
But when you look at Netherlands back 4, you think, well, Van Dijk, Van Hekke, Van der Ven, they're all big lads with decent levels of pace. But I'm going to go Morocco. I think we should go for Morocco because I think it'd be a great story for them to go deep in this competition. Ivory Coast, Norway. Anyone got a shout for this? Because I haven't got a clue. I think Ivory Coast have been great. Norway have been fantastic, but then,
the Ardwings, when they lost to France, it was basically the second 11 of Norway, wasn't it? So they've had a good rest up, and they're playing the long game, aren't they, Norway?
But they bit, Senegal, obviously Senegal and Ivory Coast, I'm not just linking them because they're African nations, but I'd say they're at similar kind of levels. That was 3-2. That was a really tight and entertaining game with Norway. I think Ivory Coast are one of the best African teams I've seen in this competition.
They were unlucky to lose against Germany.
Yeah.
Obviously beat Ecuador. And they've got some really, really good attacking players. Like Diomande looks like he could be going to join PSG. Pepe looked good. Pepe's been really good for his country. He's got a really good goal scoring record. He's had a great season with Villarreal as well. And obviously he's remembered here for being a bit of a flop at Arsenal, but he's a good player.
His actual goal record wasn't that bad at Arsenal.
No. Ahmad as well as a threat, and he popped up with a really important goal in the first game. So, I
started looking at this game and thought, Norway, and then I've been increasingly leaning. I'm going Ivory Coast.
I think Norway look great. Do you think? I think Norway have been really good from set plays as well, and I feel like they're land of the giants. They've got other ways. They've got many ways of scoring goals and winning games.
I think Haaland will ultimately make the difference.
Also, for Alisson Rudd doubling down on Norway winning it, we need him to go at least past the round of 32, don't we? Let's go for Norway. France, Sweden, I think this is an easy one, isn't it?
Sweden. No.
It's
well, look, we could lax lyrically about, couldn't we, about France. They have just got so much.
Yeah, well, we'll maybe talk about France as we keep progressing through this mapping out. Mexico, Ecuador is another really interesting game. Mexico, obviously topping their group, fantastic, but I think one of the weakest groups in the tournament. Ecuador, we talked about them maybe coming good. Thoughts?
I mean, everyone seems to think that Mexico are a shoo-in for this. And, you know, when you're predicting who England would play next and stuff, you're like, oh, it could be Mexico and the Azteca, but no. I mean, I agree with you, because they played South Africa, South Korea, who were really sorry in this tournament, and Czech Republic. And they played 5 changes for the Czech Republic game, and they arguably looked better. Yeah. Played a 17-year-old midfielder, Gilberto Mora, who was really, really good. The left back from Alkmaar scored a brilliantly composed finish. So it'd be interesting to see what they do with their team. I think they lack pace. Almost all of their team are domestic based. And Ecuador don't concede goals. They literally don't concede goals. They've conceded 9 goals in Becca Chessie's 23 games. Always 0 or 1.
Yeah.
I would go Ecuador.
I'd go Ecuador.
Fine. I would like Mexico to go through, because I think for the listeners' point about home advantage and tournaments having home teams, but
We've also not won a knockout game in 40 years.
I think I agree with you.
The group is a group that you would look at and go, that's one of the weakest. And the Czechia or Czech Republic, wherever way we want to go, they were in Ireland. They knocked out Ireland, and I didn't think they were a good side.
No, they were really poor this tournament. England, Congo. We've talked about the analysis. Just pick a winner.
England.
Yeah.
Oh, I really wanted them to both go for Congo, but we'll go for England in that one. Then Belgium, Senegal. Belgium, oh my gosh, they've been a difficult watch at times. So I'm going Senegal because I want it to happen, because I think they've been a better team, and I just want Belgium out of this tournament. They're beyond the kind of last hurrah. They're beyond the last dance now. You know, the manager's turning, Rudy Garcia going, oh, okay, go on, Romelu, go on then. I mean, and he then scores. He scored twice coming off the bench. And listen, De Bruyne, but Leandro Trossard looked okay in the last game. Belgium, I'm so tired of that golden generation, and I can't believe they're still here. Just go away. Senegal, anyone upset with me going Senegal?
I think they'll beat them. I think Senegal will beat them.
Yeah, let's go Senegal. That's maybe better. I just need to get that off my chest. USA against Bosnia. USA, yeah, I think it is. Bosnia, very, very solid and got a win in the last game, but not always pretty. I think Canada in that first game.
They are the biggest team in the tournament, I would say.
Bunch of big bruisers. Spain against Austria.
Spain, yeah.
Spain, really interesting that Spain, James Gearbrandt mentioned this on the podcast the other day, not conceded as much as all the chat around.
In qualifying, they were nearly the same, weren't they?
This chat around, Lamal, and they can't find goals. And you're like, actually, they're just really solid and really difficult to beat. Portugal, Croatia. Portugal, I've not been convinced by at this tournament at all. Thoughts on this game? I think they probably do have enough to beat Croatia, but they're a wily old bunch, Croatia, aren't they?
Yeah.
They've looked like Belgium, Portugal.
Yeah.
That sort of, they've got some great players, not delivering. I've not been convinced about them at all.
No, I would go for Croatia.
Really? Wow. Tone?
Yeah, same one.
Okay, Croatia. Well, I'm outvoted. I think I probably would go Portugal, but because I want them to be good. I want them to deliver. But yeah, we will see. Switzerland, Algeria.
Ooh.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
Switzerland, I like Manzambi up front. I think he's really exciting talent. I think they look pretty solid. Switzerland, they've improved as the tournament's gone on. Algeria, not fully sure about them at different times.
A lot of experienced players who've been in knockouts, major tournament football. Kanji, Xhaka, Freuler, Rodriguez, left back, Vargas, and Bolo up front. They've been here before. Like I think they're a decent team.
And then they've had their subs have worked brilliantly for them, haven't they? Just that.
There's a lot of
Manzambi, the one you mentioned, he's come on.
Striker,
they've got a few that have come on and made a bit of a difference when they've come on the pitch.
There's a fun thing of people at the start of the tournament saying it's not a tournament until Rodriguez at left back has played for Switzerland, and I feel the same about Murat Yakin on the touchline as well. I was like, now it's a tournament, now it's an international tournament. So we'll go Switzerland there. Australia, Egypt. This is probably the most of the round 32 games for my book. When I'm looking at some of these other matches, Norway, Ivory Coast, and thinking, why are you two playing each other? This isn't fair. I'm going Egypt, partly because I'm still upset at Australia for that Paraguay game.
Tom, that's pens. To me, I only see pens in that game.
0-0 and pens. No, I think Egypt have shown in the last game they played a bit of spark and a bit of... They've made changes in the game. Salah and a few others look like they've got the bit between their teeth. I'm going Egypt.
I agree, yeah. I've been disappointed with Australia.
After that start.
I know, yeah. And
Here
like, they
Kunda
were
running
poor
through.
against the US.
And he dropped him. I was so angry.
Yeah, they just kind of the last two games in the group stage have been really poor. So they've got threats. Aaron Kunda's a threat. I like Jackson Irvine as a footballer, but they're not of the same level. I think Egypt,
Argentina, Cape Verde. Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
I think the big centre half will be the winner for Cape Verde from Shamrock Rovers.
Could you imagine? I mean, it's not going to happen, is
Imagine that. Imagine if he got the winner.
Lionel Messi and
He'd
Argentina.
never have to work again, would he?
Will be no, definitely not. He's already at that level. It is probably Argentina, though, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
we're at the stage.
And
we're at the stage of buying Cape Verde shirts. If they win this one, I'm almost at the point of getting a Pico Lopez tattoo at this.
I know. Look, we know they went on and won it in Qatar.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at and also they lost to Saudi Arabia in the first game in Qatar. They actually look a much more improved Argentina, and they've got legs in there like they pass and others. They've got some really good energy as well.
Well, I'm going to just wrap up in a minute by showing what the map out is, but we need to finish with the prediction for the last one. I think we know where we're going. Colombia against Ghana. Tone?
Colombia.
I go Colombia too. Yeah, like that'd be tough for them. Ghana are a tough nut to crack, as England are well aware.
But they've got players.
But they do. They have match winners.
Yeah,
I've loved
Daniel
watching.
Munoz has been fantastic.
I loved watching Colombia at this tournament. I think I actually worked out who my kind of like best 4 teams that I've seen, and it's like France, Argentina. I think Spain actually do look quite good. And then I was like, I think Colombia are the 4th best team that I've seen overall. They were brilliant. They were brilliant against Portugal.
Morocco, you've left out.
Yeah, Morocco, all right. I think there's more to come from Morocco, and I'm excited to see that. But I love Colombia. Munoz bombing down the right. They often end up with like 4 across the front line. Oh, it's lovely to see him, isn't it? When he turned up, I was like, are you still playing? What happened? 2014, you were the top scorer.
34.
I know, it was amazing. I love the fact that they just let him be what he's always wants to be. Just rove around in the middle. Don't worry, we'll do all the running. Munoz bombing up and down. Diaz trying to get him behind.
Does help having runners.
It absolutely does. Well, let's just wrap up this show and we'll come back to talk about it. But this is the round of 16 we've ended up with then. Germany v France, Canada, Morocco, Croatia, Spain, USA, Senegal, Japan against Norway, another hipster clash there, Ecuador, England, Argentina, Egypt, Switzerland, Colombia. Should we just do a quick run through? Germany, France. France. Canada, Morocco. Croatia, Spain. USA, Senegal.
USA.
Oh, I'll go Senegal with Tone. Colombia, Switzerland. Argentina, Egypt.
Argentina.
England, Ecuador.
England.
Japan, Norway. Oof, God. Impossible. Japan. Right, quarterfinals. Japan, England. Come on, let's work it out. This is what we want.
Japan, England.
This is potential. Come on.
I mean,
just say Japan. I'm not upset.
I don't know. That's a real toughie because, I mean, look, we're taking a friendly in consideration when
we're way down the road.
Woe
we don't
from
need to,
that,
this is not definitive. Don't put your house on it.
I said Brazil would just get the edge Japan. So you two can answer this.
Yeah, that's fair.
England.
Oh, all right, fine. I think Japan would beat England. But anyway, Argentina, Colombia. I think Colombia would give them a great game. But Argentina. Spain, Senegal.
Spain.
France, Morocco.
France.
High scoring game, France.
That would leave us with semi-finals. France against Spain. England, Argentina.
Argentina,
France.
France, Spain. Who's winning that one?
France.
And therefore, the answer, as I referenced at the top, is that we are getting a rerun of France and Argentina in the final. Kylian Mbappe's revenge. I can see it now. That would be exciting, wouldn't it?
Well,
we might have a few wrong in there.
Of course we have.
But
We've probably got them all wrong.
You're probably better getting there's more chance of getting the lottery numbers right than getting that right.
No, but even if we have a few wrong, we still I think ultimately end up with that final.
Exactly. Yeah. I've done, when I was losing sleep last night trying to keep my body clock on there so that I can stay up for Netherlands, Morocco. I did this on the Times website. It's great. It's really simple. It maps it all out for you. And every single time I ended up with France, Argentina as the final. Every single time.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who I picked. It got down to it, and I couldn't not pick those two, whoever their opponents
Spain,
are.
France would be a great semi.
Yeah.
But France look like the best team by a mile.
I don't know a team that could actually keep that front line out. And it's not just 3 of them, it's 5, or maybe even 6 if you put, we were talking earlier, Marcus Thuram. He's a 6 striker there that scored nearly 20 goals in Inter last year.
Are you including Turkey in your 6, by the way?
Well, no, 7.
Turkey's cameos at this World Cup are fantastic, aren't they? Just strutting about on the touchline, comes on for 5 minutes, barely runs, does a few keepy uppies, passes it to Mbappe. I mean, I agree. Like, I think it's...
I don't know anyone that can keep them out. I just think I can't see them not scoring against anybody.
Mbappe looks amazing, doesn't he?
Tom, there was an incident in one game when he literally chased back and made a tackle, and I was like, if he's up for it.
And he's on record as saying he recognises he's got to do that for the team, and so then you really are.
It's a different beast entirely.
Now you're 11 against 11 everywhere on the pitch.
Yeah, and I think back to actually in our preview show with some of the rest of the writers who were going out to the tournament, James Gearbrandt said, look, you can easily make the case that Mbappe, with the way he's going, is the greatest World Cup player ever. Just because of what he delivers. And this was before this tournament. I mean, you're looking at it now and Messi, absolutely the greatest of all time, etc. But Mbappe is unfathomably good. I just can't... We're watching him going, wow, every single thing he does.
The speed of everything they do. And it's not just about if they've got space to run into and that kind of speed, which they can be like dizzyingly fast at. But it's the speed of the link-up player in the box and the fluidity. And we were talking before, like there was that conversation in the first game about, they swapped Olise and Dembele, and that, Elise's almost the star now because he's number 10. Dembele's just like, hold my beer. If you play him in the right, no problem. I'll bang in a hat-trick in 32 minutes. And the competition that they've all got too, and you've got Barcola. I love Barcola. And he's not always starting, and you've got Doué, and like the competition is just driving them on to extraordinary heights. So like, unless they all, it's hard to foresee a fall-off that's great enough for them to not reach the final.
And with Argentina, Tone, just to wrap up, I'm going to be speaking to Paul Hurst, who's our man in the Argentina camp, hopefully in the coming days. But you think they've got better than 4 years ago? You think they look better?
Yeah, I just think they've got more energy elsewhere on the pitch. And I thought they've really impressed. It's not about Lionel Messi and how great he is. We've sort of seen it. I'm still amazed that he's doing what he's doing at 39 years old. That is incredible in itself. But they have energy elsewhere and younger players coming through.
And they look like a team. They've got a unity. They have got that same sort of desire, like collective desire to do everything that sets Messi on a pedestal to win on the game and possibly the tournament again. And they know that that's what did it for them last time. And there's like the same sort of force behind them again. That's what it feels like. So they're a tough proposition with the kind of caveat that they haven't really faced a big test yet.
And but they're not going to until Colombia.
Cape Verde, Egypt, Australia,
Colombia, probably
Switzerland or Algeria, Colombia or Ghana.
See, the one big question is there's only. I mean, we talked about Ronaldo before, but when you watch Lionel Messi, I've never seen anybody be able to walk it in the game. And he walks in the midfield area, but suddenly comes to life in that area as well. That he always runs into the space. It's not like if you walk as a forward, it's completely different. You've got to lose markers as a forward. You get marked by a full back or a centre half. But in midfield, he sees the space and just goes into it. And it's literally like, wow, he's there, and then creates. And he's still doing it at 39. It's just amazing.
Oh, absolutely. God, I'm excited now, aren't you? Aren't you excited now? We've mapped it all out. Oh, gosh, it's so exciting.